Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defenses well, and with all he led the Bearcats to.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Throw out wide to Walker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Locke working out of the gun. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Locke going to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Locke looks to throw it again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Second and 3. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, it's Patterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation. Showed the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second and 6. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke. And Walker has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Hilton. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, set. Check two.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This pass is caught by London. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. straight ahead, Patterson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
Yes, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker, finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, it's Locke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running left, here's Patterson. And some room to maneuver. Cordero Patterson, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw it is Locke. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Clock now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 25-yard line. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Locke now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Richie Grant.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Check pitch.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Locke. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's come to 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Locke going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree, Tuck.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Okay.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This is caught. touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To try again after the sack. Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From midfield, here's Locke.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Locke again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A handoff for Patterson. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Hey.
they'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Falcons 45, Seahawks 23.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
At their own 27. Throwing after the interception. Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing now is Locke. Goodwin able to haul it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw it is Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here's a give to Patterson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. My goodness, 235 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
That
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Lock to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete